Hi there. My name's Nick. I'm going to be working with you as your social worker today. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Awesome. What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Very nice to meet you. Uh, I'd like to get started and just kind of figure out a little bit more about your situation right now and see what's going on.
Okay.
So tell me a bit about what brings you in.
I'm just feeling really nervous about a lot of things.
Okay. Feeling really nervous. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah. I'm going home for the holidays,
Okay.
so some of the reason why I'm nervous.
Okay. So going home sounds like it might be a little bit challenging mentally for you, or there's people at home that you haven't seen in a while, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of both.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, mostly my family. It's just making me anxious to go home.
Sure. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your family. What are they like?
Well, my immediate family is fine. I mean, really helpful, supportive. It's just like all my other additional family for the holidays. It's a little overwhelming.
Okay. What does overwhelming feel like when they're around you?
Just a lot of like arguments and disagreements and just kind of stressful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like the conflict is stressing you out when you're there.
Yeah,
Is
I'd
that-
say so.
Okay. Now, has this been something that's just kind of always happened, or did it develop into more stressful times recently?
As far as I can remember, it's kind of always happened.
Yeah.
I guess the older I've gotten, the more I've been aware of what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a stressful situation to go home and be in a position where you've got conflict around you. So I understand why you'd feel anxious about that. Uh, so you're going to be home for the holidays. Is that you're going to be home for break? Is it?
Yeah, for
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so when it comes to how you live your daily life, do you find that you have a lot of anxiety normally?
Not necessarily.
Okay. So it's just in certain situations.
I think so.
Okay. Is there anything besides the conflict that makes you stressed when you go home?
Not really. It's just kind of thinking about what might happen.
Okay. And you say thinking about what might happen. What does that mean?
So like at on Thanksgiving, thinking about there's gonna be like arguments or fights between people because of differing opinions and that sort of thing.
Yeah. That makes sense. I've definitely been in situations myself where holiday dinners don't go as smoothly as they could. So I know what that's like, and it's really challenging. So what I hope that we can work on, because we've got a few sessions, as I understand, through our program we have set up. I want to work on making a plan to help you deal with those anxieties and work on identifying specifically what is going to trigger those so that we can adjust in the future and put ourselves in a successful situation. Does that sound like a good plan?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So could you just give me a little more I'd like to learn more about what it's like for you at home. So kind of help me paint a picture here. Like what's your home like?
So when I go home, I'm with my parents.
Mhm.
So it's my mom and my dad, and then I have 2 sisters.
Okay. Are they younger sisters, older sisters?
Yeah, they're both younger.
Both younger sisters. Okay. What's your relationship like with them?
I mean, we're all pretty close. We're close in age, so
That's great.
yeah.
And then how about extended family? Tell me a little bit about who's coming.
I have a pretty large extended family, so it's like
Okay.
my grandparents, probably like 3 or 4 aunts and uncles, and then a whole lot of cousins who also have their own families.
I see. That sounds like a lot going on in one place.
Yeah, so that's why I get nervous because there's so many people and so many things going on.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like a big change from how things normally are, where sounds, correct me if I'm wrong, but rather peaceful, calm, not so much going on.
Yeah, and say like my family kind of agrees on a lot of things, so it's harder when everybody's all together.
I see. Okay. Now, the things that are these disagreements, what are they like? What are the disagreements? Why are they happening? I guess I want to say. What are the things that are being argued about?
So there's a lot of different things, but primarily politics,
Okay.
and then just like a lot of people trying to like compete with other family members and try to like look better. And so a lot of those sorts of things, and that makes it hard too.
Okay. So we've got political arguments, which are not fun ever. And then we also have kind of this competition aspect of people trying to show off or this one-upsmanship. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So they're competing with each other. Are these people that, it sounds like these are, your cousins and things like that, competing with each other, with your family? Is that?
Yeah, so we're all like kind of close in age, so
Yeah.
it's people just trying to say like, oh, I'm better than you because this happened and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And, I don't know, it's really like stressful.
I see. And where do you get involved in those competitions?
I try to avoid it as much as possible, but
Yeah.
it's kind of hard because it's such a large family, so everybody wants to know what's going on with everyone.
Of course, yeah. Everybody wants to kind of be in everyone's business, it sounds like. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. So, what in the past? What have you done when you feel anxious in these situations?
Kind of try to avoid it as much as I can. Try to control what I can, and then if I can't, just kind of being as positive about it as possible.
Yeah. Okay. Well, certainly controlling what you can is a great place to start, and being positive. Positive attitude can go a long way. So, I think that it sounds like you have good strategies to start out with in place, and that's really excellent. Because there's many times when we can't control other people. So, I think that you at least have a good headspace to start out with. So that's very positive.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you like about going home?
Seeing my family, seeing my dog. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably about it.
Yeah. What do you guys like to do?
Just like, I don't know. We like go to a lot of sporting events and stuff.
That sounds great.
So yeah.
Cool. Is it different things that you do with your family than when you do when you're not back home?
Sometimes. I mean, I don't really see them that often,
Mhm.
so I mean, I like spending time with them. But it's when the whole extended family's together that's when I get more nervous.
I see. Okay. Well, I think that overall we've kind of talked about a lot of different things. You're going home. You have anxiety about doing that because you have extended family coming, and that's a big change from the normal peace that you have with your immediate family members, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And they introduce a lot of chaos, conflict, which we don't really want to be a part of, especially on break when it's supposed to be a time of relaxing and getting energized to start back again in the winter. So I think that like I said, over the next few sessions that we're going to have together, we're going to keep working on strategies to deal with the anxiety as it comes up. And I do think that you're in a really positive place as far as knowing yourself and knowing what causes the anxiety. It's these stressful situations. And you've got good things to look forward to as well, of course, with being home and seeing a dog, which is going to be a lot of fun. So, do you have any questions for me about anything that we've discussed today so far?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, Sarah, it was really, really nice meeting you, and look forward to speaking with you again.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.